Do you know why you are a minimalist, or maybe why you are interested in minimalism? I'm not sure if I know. Hello, my name is Leah and I make videos twice a week about minimalism and sustainable living. If you want to see future videos, please make sure to subscribe. So now, why am I a minimalist? I mean, there are a few different possible answers, and maybe the easier ones would be, it makes me feel better, it makes me feel lighter, it saves me money, it saves me time, it saves me space, it was easier to move from one country to another in the past, and so on. These are like the basic reasons why somebody would maybe be minimalist, or maybe you have anxiety, or maybe you have just a very cluttered environment and suddenly realize that's not the way you want to live. Maybe you just really love minimalistic interior design. But I think that there have to be more reasons to be a minimalist. So I will try to explain my thoughts on this in this video and hope you can get something from it. I am a minimalist because it makes me feel better, yes, but I do see myself constantly getting rid of stuff and decluttering my belongings, even though it's really not much left, without really having a reason. And maybe you know Marie Kondo's book, and she talks about the vision you need to have to declutter your home. So she wants you to envision your perfect life, your perfect daily routine, and with that vision in mind, you will be able to get rid of all these things that do not serve you in becoming this person you want to be. I think my future will be maybe in this apartment, maybe another apartment, maybe in Germany, maybe not, but most certainly it will be in an apartment or a house in the next 10 years. But in my head, somehow I prepare myself for packing everything in a backpack. So recently when I thought about, or I'm still thinking about buying new headphones because mine are just falling apart, I realize that I don't want to buy the on-ears that would maybe last for longer, just because I think they wouldn't fit in a backpack as well as the little in-ear ones. And that is ridiculous, because I do not have any big trips planned. So why am I thinking about how they would fit in a backpack where I would have to fit everything in? Because if I'm just going on a regular trip, I have enough space for my headphones. Of course, I have a whole household of stuff, like a bed and a kitchen and bathroom stuff and whatever, yeah, a desk, everything like that. But I wouldn't need these. I wouldn't take these with me because, yeah, there's no real point if I'm moving or traveling somewhere and have to be mobile. I keep thinking about all of my belongings. I think about how much space they would take up, how much, if I could carry all of them. And of course, on one hand, it's ridiculous. It really doesn't make sense because I won't be moving in the near future, and I for sure won't be traveling around the world in the near future. But on the other hand, I see why I think it's a peaceful thought to know that you could easily move all your stuff. It keeps negative and anxiety thoughts very low to know that everything that is important to me is able to fit in a real small space. I really don't need a lot of space. I really don't need a lot of boxes. All of my belongings, my whole life is easily packed. I keep telling myself, you are stupid. You don't need to think about your belongings in a way that you could move them overseas. There's no plans like that. I think what we can get from this, or what you can get from this, is that it is important, or that I think it is really important to think about why you pursue minimalism, or why you want to live a certain lifestyle, or even why you want to have a certain item. If you have a reason, if you have a why, you are so much more likely to succeed in whatever you want to do. And if it's minimalism, please do follow Marie Kondo's idea of having a vision of your future self, of your future day, of your future environment, so that you can work towards this and that you can find like peace and fulfillment in reaching this goal. Because I think if you don't know why you're decluttering, if you don't know why you're like making a mess just to put everything back again, or why you should let go of certain things, then it's really hard. And I do not have problems letting go of things, maybe because my vision is somehow to be able to pack my whole life into a backpack. And even though I don't see myself doing that in the near future, or I don't have any concrete plans, I am sure I want to travel in my life, and I'm sure I want to travel for longer periods of times, not just like vacation style. But I don't know when this is going to happen, but still, I mean, it doesn't hurt to be prepared for that. I would not spare myself of things that I need for my daily life, and that's maybe the question that comes in here when I talked about my headphones, because I think for my everyday life it will be better to buy on-ear bigger headphones that will last several years and not just break like the small cheap in-ears. And of course I will make sure to buy these secondhand if possible. I have something in me, there's an urge to try to have even less and less and less. And maybe I am an extreme minimalist. And I'm certainly not an extreme minimalist if you look at my apartment, but I'm not alone in this apartment, so I don't get to decide what we are keeping in this apartment and what not. And we have plants, I mean, not a necessary thing, but it's still nice to have. And for now, while we're living here, it's not in the way, it's maybe purifying our air, which is nice. So I'm happy with my plants, I'm happy with my furniture, I'm happy with my kitchen. And just for my personal belongings, I try to keep them very minimal. So that I think it just gives me peace of mind to know that if I want to pack up my important things and leave for a trip around the world, I could fit everything in my backpack. Let me know if you have found a reason or a why for things you pursue, for things you strive for things you really try to make happen. And let me know if it's easier for you to reach your goals if you have a why, or if it's not making a difference. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!